Here, it's got ham and cheese on it. Didn't know if you want anything else on it or not. But it's there if you want it. Whenever you get hungry. I'm just trying to be considerate. Not inconsiderate like everybody else.
Hey, RD, I'm smoking that pipe that you sent me. Is the Stanwell, the Norman Rockwell pipe. Not much. Smoking the Cobblestone Cafe black coffee. Sorry, I'm running a little bit behind. It's good. Real good. It's mild, aromatic, no tongue bite. I tell you what, it's a little moist, but pack it, no trouble lighting. The only thing's going on here, really, they did it live tonight. They said they're going to come in back in tomorrow afternoon, which I don't have to do nothing. Them, they'll just be here Saturday from 3 to 5 for people to pick up, which Saturday I'll be gone. Biggest part of the day. But other than that, just the same day, same plans, just different day, just hang loose. I hate to hear that, RD. Do you work first, second, or third shift, RD? This is actually my second pipe of the day. I was smoking this one earlier today. Oh, it rotates. I just hope you could be able to spend some time with your family. Easter. Just hope so. Let's put it that way. Broken white gray bow. Is it broke, RD? Or is it fixed? Oh, nice. Is that great bow fixed or? That's fine. That's fine. I'll take a look at it. I got a white gray bow back there. It's the state pipe. is where the stem is crooked a little bit, so I have to fix it. Yeah, I'll figure something out. Not a problem. Not a problem, RD. Where's it actually broke at, RD? Oh, okay. Thank you, RD. Now, where's it broke? I mean, is it trouble with the shank part? Or is it not fitting in there right? Or what? Ah, you'll be all right. We can fix that. Not a problem, RD. Gotcha. It was just chipped and still smokable. So, not a problem. I got your email. Says supposed to be here Saturday. So, I really haven't checked nothing yet. Because normally what I do is I can punch the number in, then I get text messages. RD used to be, if somebody used to be with me, if they do a 2-day shipment, it's normally here on time. But anymore with these guys anymore, you never know. Never know. So, yep. So if it comes Saturday, like it's supposed to, what I'm going to do is I'll look, and then well, it will be our day. Don't stress it. Like I always tell people, no worries, no hurries. Don't stress. Be all right. Then what I'll do is what's in that box, I'll keep it in that box. I'll do a regular video. Then later that evening, that night, because I know Simon's on at 8. So what I'll do is I'll wait till he's off. Then I'll do a regular live, show what's in the box. In the meantime, I'll pull out the rest of all the tobaccos, not the pipes, just the tobaccos. So what I got now and what's coming, I should be good for a while. Hopefully. So, how's your day been, RD? Mine's good today. I mean, y'all came in. Well, Tim and them did. I left for a while. Came back, everybody was here. Towards the end of the live, we almost had what you call the rumble in the jungle. So basically, got my impact back today, the dusty tires. My charger wasn't in there. You talk about being hot. Talk about being hot. But let me go use the bathroom real quick and I'll be right back and I'll explain. I said use the bathroom for I didn't even start the live. Are they pretty good? Are they? I mean, I've heard of them, but I don't know if they're any good. I'll be right back. Oh, good, are they? When it comes Monday, I might have to get some. Just try it. Yeah, my day was all right. It's just going to be a groovy weekend for me. Even though Sunday's Easter. Well, it's me. I don't have to hardly have to do nothing this weekend. The only thing I really technically going to do tomorrow is just work on the side by side. I got to take the tire off, straighten out the tie rod. That ain't hard to do. And then I got to adjust the shifter, which that ain't hard to do. Now, there ain't going to be nobody around here Sunday. Unless Tim and them decides to come in later. Just depends. We supposed to go look at it. Me and the guy supposed to go look at a job Saturday, but supposed to rain. But we're still gonna go look at it. And then maybe next week or the week after they're going on vacation. So that's like me. I got to get that. I got to start mowing. But I don't want to mow now and then have a frost to kill the grass. People's already mowing now. Well, they're going on vacation all day. I'm not. They're going to Las Vegas. I ain't going. I already been there once. Why go back? I told him, I said, I want to go somewhere I've never been. I've been to Las Vegas. I've been to Myrtle Beach. So when they go on vacation, that gives me a week off. Here. Not my mowing, but a week off here. So take my time mowing, kick back, relax, drink a few, do whatever I want. There's the country gentleman. What's up? How you been? Long time, long see. Oh, I've been doing pretty good. I'm just not getting over a cold. Or the flu, whatever you want to call it. Been to Houston. Houston, Texas. I was smoking the Stanwell Norman Waxwell with cobblestone black coffee, courtesy of RD. I never been to Texas. I know a couple people's has. But Garbage Man Piper. Oh, cool. Now, the Garbage Man Piper, he's from El Paso, Texas. Skip and Kane. I think they live around the Houston area. Not for sure. Not for sure. This got a small bolt up. The only thing, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love the pipe. Any pipe. But when it's kind of new, it takes forever. Okie dokie, RD. It's the break-in period. That's the only thing I don't like. We're going to have to get RD on camera. That ought to get his attention. Or get him to make a video. That really ought to get his attention. Real quick. I'm just waiting on a response. Or get the Mafia be knocking on his door. Send him a bag of Largo. Yeah. Yes, sir. I thought I'd get his attention real quick. Hey, RD. in order to get you on the live. Or you make a video. Or the Mafia is going to send you a bag of menthol Largo. Menthol. Made my hands drawn. Have you ever had your hand draw back, cramp up? That's how my hands are anymore. Oh, it hurts. If I hold a pipe with this pipe here, I can do it with this hand, my left hand. Oh, yes, RJ. It's going to be commission approved. I don't even get the Nashville Mafia involved. John and Willie. Get them guys involved into the situation. We'll be knocking on RD's door. Scary thought. We'll bring some Newports down. Then we'll be good. We'll be good. I'll be back going back there just to let him go. He. Doggone you, RD. He. I'll be back there just laughing. I'll be rolling. Just remember, RD, I do have your address. RD ain't saying nothing. I think he done passed out. Somebody better pick him up. He. Pack of Newport's menthols in one hand and a 12-pack in the other. Now, it's a ghost address, huh? Well, we'll track that. We'll track it. We got our ways. Uh-huh. We hear you, RD. We hear you. Live in Alberta. We hear you, RD. I hear you. He will be tracked down. I tell you what, speaking out, RD, I had this girl on Facebook. I took her off and blocked her. This happened probably about, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. In fact, somehow, see on Facebook, you can put your number on there, but you can set it private, public. Well, at the time, I was going back and forth, public and private. And at the time, I think I set it for private, where nobody can get my number. So just in case something would happen, I happen to not have my phone on me or I was on the computer, I can look up, I go to my own profile and look at it. And I give somebody, that I know personally, like RD or the country gentleman, my number. Well, somehow this chick got my number. She calls me up talking out of the head. I mean, stuff wasn't even making no daggone sense. Well, I happen to have her on my Facebook, so I looked her up. I think this chick's crazy. Guess what? I tracked the number personally. Tracked it clear to Kansas, Missouri. Kansas now. Yeah. So that time I was seeing this one chick, this one girl. I said, I'm going to play mind games. She says, oh, okay. I said, you're going to be in on it. Like that. Okay. Says she calls me one day out of the blue. Oh, she was talking about the Lord and you better get saved. Then after that, she starts talking nonsense. Like, in other words, 2 plus 2 is 5 deal. And I don't make fun of nobody, and I don't. And I know she has some issues. And you can tell by listening. Like I said, I don't knock nobody. I don't put nobody down. Everybody's got people like that. It's easy, you overlook them, going about your business. So I kept it up and kept it up. Now I was giving back to her. And then she comes out and tells me that she's going to track me down, do this and do that. She's going to have this gang come up. She knows gangs here in the house, going to stop by my house and shoot my house up and this, not the other. Well, after I never gave it a thought. This is why I even blocked her. I even blocked her on my phone. I got a block button on my phone. Well, about a week or so later, in our neighborhood where I was at, normally everybody's in bed no later than 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night. Quiet neighborhood. Everybody knows everybody. Well, this ain't no lie. This ain't no joke. And I'm not bluffing you. Normally, I'm up till 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I'll be out back. I have a little fire going. As long as you call the fire department or something, let them know that you have a little fire pit. They're legal. Got a little fire going. I was out there drinking beer. Well, about 11:30, 12 o'clock, every single night, you see this car be sitting out back. They'll come around, go down the aisle, and they're circling for a good 20 minutes or so. Every night for about a week, watching them. So I told my girlfriend, I said, I'm going to find out who this is. Same car, same make and model, everything. Circling every night, same time. She says, well, you be careful. So I grabbed the baseball bat and went out back. And what they didn't know was I'm already half lit up, half buzzed. But what they didn't know, I was on the upper side of the garage, which was the dark side. Couldn't see me standing there. Couldn't. Now, if you was on the other side of the garage, you could see me standing there because there was light. There was a couple lights in the alley. Well, I had a couple beers with me sitting there drinking, waiting on him. Next door neighbor comes out, sees me standing there, and he says, "Hey, Jeff, what you doing?" I said, "Sam, just shut up." I said, "Get your butt out of that alley." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "This car's been circling this neighborhood for the past week now. About this time." And I said, "I'm waiting for him to come down the alley." I said, "I'm going to stop him." And I said, "You just stay out of the road." Like that. I said, "Don't you do nothing. Don't you say nothing." I said, "I don't know if they got a gun on them, a shotgun, knives. I don't know." I said, "That's why I got this baseball bat on me." I said, "I'll be getting to swing if I have to." So finally this car comes down the alley and I stopped him. I said, "Hey," I said, "what do you think you're doing?" I said, "Are you supposed to be around here in the neck of the woods this time of the night?" I said, "Nobody comes around here." I said, "Unless you're planning on stealing something." "Hey, Victoria. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm doing the live. I apologize, guys. Don't block her. She's been added on. She's been on my lives. She's good. She's great. Hey, I will message you tomorrow too." So now I got my voice back. So, Victoria, I will get a hold of you. So these guys, so I've come to find out, that girls somehow messed them guys and gave them, somehow she knew my address. "Oh, everything's fine, Victoria. Everything's fine and dandy." I'm almost healed up from the flu. This year stopped up a little bit, but other than that, doing good. I keep forgetting that you're subscribed to my channel. So, somehow this girl found out my address. Called them up, and they was harassing me for a week. So I warned them. I said, "You got two choices. You can either leave, get out of the neighborhood, or if you want to do what you want to do, you want to rock and roll, we can rock and roll." Like that. Exactly, Victoria. I just now got back to doing my regular lives. Got back in doing this. It's a coincidence, are they? And I asked him, I said, why are you doing this? I said, you guys been around here for a week. You think I wasn't watching? I said, you guys been circling around here for a week for about 20 minutes to see what you can do. Or scoop out or find out information. And I said, you ain't going to get no info from me. And after that night RD, after I explained to him the whole situation, after that night, I haven't seen him since then. After that, that's when I blocked her number, blocked her through Facebook, yada, yada, yada. So, but you can actually track a number. One thing you got to do is punch it in. Google it. It'll give you a general area where it's coming from. Now, if you Google my number, it'll come up in the courthouse where I'm at. I mean, if the phone is in your name, exactly our day. If it's a burner phone, you can't trace it. Now, like my phone, you can. True. Why do you think these drug use? Well, I gotta be careful what I say and how I say it. Why do you think these certain people get burners phones for? So they can't be traced. They'll go somewhere and get a $15, $20 phone, burn the minutes up on that one, then bust that phone, break that phone, bust that phone, and get another, and go get another one. Think about it. That's why they do it. Well, that's one reason, RD, if you want to put it that way. Oh, nice country. Nice. Very nice. But yeah, that not only that, you got these people that does drugs and stuff. They'll use burner phones. Do the deals through a burner phone, burn them minutes up, and then turn around, bust that one, break it. They'll buy another one. Oh, that's nice country. What pipe are you using? I tell you what I got in this country, gentlemen. Some haunted bookshop. Now you can on your phone if you press like *67, I think it is, and then dial that person's number. That number become my private. I used to do it all the time with my friends of mine, mess with them. I press *67, then their number, call them up, they say who. I'll say, hey, so and so, what are you doing? Who's this? And the last one I did, I said, this is Jake from State Farm. Calling about your insurance today. I'm here to extend your car warranty. They'll get somebody hang up, then I'll call them back on my then because I got them in my contacts. I'll call them. Say what's up. Well, some so and so blank called me saying he was checking State Farm. He was going to extend my car warranty. Oh. This is exactly our day. Exactly. You know, I have people. I used to get people so riled up. So riled up. I'll get them to the point where, yep, for no apparent reason or do. I used to get people so riled up, and they know I'll be messing with them. Messing with them. I'll get them so riled up that their face be so beat red, be by red as this coffee can. Be messing with them. And then I used to get Tim so fired up. And after I get him all fired up, and I said, come on, let's go have a beer. All right, let's go. You know, I've been around people from different walks of life. I don't care if you're white, African American, pink, purple, polka dotted. I've been around tall people, short people, skinny people, big bone people. But you know, I don't know our day that nobody knows who the real Jake is from State Farm. Nobody knows. I say in the past 20-something years, 25 years, half my life on this earth. Like I said, I've met everybody from different walks of life. But you know, there's some can take jokes, some can't. Yep, he should have. He should have. And you know, the sad part about it is, I have friends come and go. I have friends stick around for 5 or 6 years. I have friends for all my life. I have friends that stuck around for maybe 10 years and over something stupid. Hearsay. Because they know me now. I mean, people knows me personally. They'll come. I'll give a promise. I had this one friend of mine, and he's real bad about lying. When I got my first laptop, this is a prime example. I was sitting over a friend's house. They helped me get the computer because I fixed theirs. The deal was, you find me one, I'll call it even on the price because I said I normally charge. Well, I was sitting over a friend's house one day. I'll call her Smurfette because she's short. She only stood like 4'12". I call her Smurfette. The name stuck. But anyways, buddy of mine I went to school with, grew up with, comes in. He looks. First thing he looks at me sitting there. First thing he looks at me and says, "Jeff." I said, "What?" South jail. Do what? What are you talking about? I've been in jail. And she pipped up and said, her name's Terry. She says, "Jail? He's been here every day at my house all day." And I said, "You better spill the beans, son." He says, "Well," he says, "Chuck and Danielle was at the church." Now, at church now. Church. God's house. Was telling everybody that I came over to his house, broke into his truck, and took the computer. I said, "Who said it? Was it him or her?" He says, "Both." He says, "I know better." He says, "I know one was lying there and swearing to it." So, oh boy. And I just got done drinking some Heinekens, which I don't like Heinekens, but she offered. I already got like 3, 4 in me. I said, "Smurf, do you mind if I keep my computer here in your bedroom? I'm going to go take care of some business." She said, "Yeah." Went in there, put the computer up, walked in. Buddy of mine, he stands like 6'6". I look up at him like this, and I said, "Hey, you're coming with me." What, huh? What? I said, "You're coming with me." It was church night that night. As a matter of fact, it was on a Wednesday. I said, "We're going to take care of this problem right here, right now. We're hitting." Bad part about it was, RD, I knew the pastor personally because he was the mailman and he used to deliver my mom and dad's mail. So I said, "What we're going to do, I'll wait till you get back, RD." then I'll show you the fun part. I gotta check something real quick. Just make sure that my phone's good. Wait till RD gets back. But in the meantime, we were sitting there. He says, man, I don't want to get involved. You're involved now. He says, what do you mean I'm involved? I said, you come here and you open your mouth up. If you didn't want to be involved into the situation, I said, you should have kept your mouth shut. Like that. I said, this is what we're going to do. This is what's up. We're going to go to church tonight. Don't you dare say a word. You let me handle it. You sit where you normally sit. I said, I'm going to sit in the back. But I said, I'm going to have a little word with Roger, with the pastor. And I said, we're going to take care of this. So got there, Roger was there. So, so I explained everything to Roger. Yeah, I've been told, but I have my speculations. He said, I never knew you had been in no trouble. I said, well, we're going to resolve this problem tonight because I said, I got a proof of a witness that I was at their house. Apparently, at the same time, I was supposed to be sitting in jail for going over. And I said, I have never been over for the past 3 or 4 weeks. I said, close to a month. I haven't been around him. I said, I may see him in the store or something, but not at the house. But I said, well, I want a meeting on this after church. He says, that's fine. But I said, I'm going to sit in the back. Just play it off. Like you don't know this situation. All right. Well, I was sitting back there. Well, they come in. I had my head down like this, and I was looked at the songbook. Popped my head up and seen them. They seen me. They went. And they was kind of whispering. I know. Well, I wonder what he's doing here. I wonder what Jeff's here for. Now I picked up. I said, hey, Chuck. Hey, Danielle. How you doing? They was a little nervous. Yeah, a little nervous. Well, after church service, they was about ready. They just wanted to get out of there because they knew I was there for a reason. And Chuck, I've been friends more with Chuck over the years than her. Tried to tell that boy not to marry her, but he did anyways. Well, Roger stopped him and said, hey, you two. He says, you ain't going nowhere yet. He says, I've been having problems with you two since he's been coming here. I kind of looked at him and like, what in the world's going on? Well, anyways, he says, now I want you to repeat what you told everybody here at the church about him. And he says, don't you lie about it. Well, they couldn't say nothing at first. He says, Jeff, he says, why don't you come out and say it? I said, okay. I said, this is what happened. I was sitting at a friend's house. I said, a certain party came in and told me, and he was standing right there, right beside of me, but I didn't mention his name. I said, a certain party came in. First thing come out of his mouth was, how was jail? And I said, what do you mean jail? What's going on? I said, another party sitting there saying that I was at this party's house the whole time. And I said, this party proceeded to tell me that I supposedly came to your house, supposedly broke in your truck and took that laptop. And this party has come to this church. And apparently, you sit here and told everybody, including Roger. And I looked at Roger and I said, am I correct? He says, yes. You said it, but yes. He says, you said everything in a different way, but yes, you are correct. I said, now, if you want to technically know who the certain party that told me, said he's standing right there. And I looked at him. I said, how long ago did you tell me this? He says, I approximately told him about an hour and a half ago. I told him. And I looked at Chuck. I said, Chuck, how dare you? How dare you as a friend? I said, now, we're no longer friends. Anything that comes out of your mouth now to me, I'm not going to believe you. I'm not going to trust you. And I looked at her, and that goes for you too. I said, I'm very surprised that they have not barred you from here from this church. And yes, I've been told some things, but now I'm finding out more stuff. I said, it's a shame. You don't got nobody that ain't going to be coming back to this church because of you two, especially you. I looked at her. I said, Daniel, especially you. It's sad, RD. And I was practically, I went to that church from the age of 8 years old until I was probably about 13, 14 years old. See, that's where your friends come and go. See, Chuck was never like that. Never like that until he got with her. And everybody warned him. Chuck don't matter. I tell you what she did to me one day. I was over at a friend's house. Well, it was like it's a house, but it was like apartments. There's an apartment here, and there's an apartment upstairs. Well, she went and told a friend of mine a bunch of bull crap. I almost said a bad word. That I propositioned her and caused me and her to fight. And I told her, I said, "Sure, you gonna believe that?" A friend of mine stood there, yeah, she's lying. I said, "If you let me come in, I'll explain." So I went in and I explained to her. I said, "Now, Sheree, now you know me for how long?" Well, I said, "You gonna believe anything Danielle Haddock tells you? You are ate up in the head." Like that. So I said, "I'm gonna take care of this again." This is the after fact all this happened. At the church now. After the fact, they got jumped. Not by one party, but two parties. So I called Chuck one day and I called him up and I said, "Hey, what you doing?" "Oh, not much." I said, "Hey, meet me over there at your old Danielle's grandma's place over here in about a half hour." He says, "Why?" I said, "Don't worry about it. You just be there." I was already over there waiting. He shows up. And before I even got to his truck, she was already out there. She actually practically ran, and she's bigger than I am. She actually ran that truck because she knew she was hit, and she knew she lied. First thing come out of her mouth was she says, "Chuck, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing wrong." Chuck looks at me and he's seen this look. He looks at me, Jeff, what's going on? I said, "Here the other day I was overseas." He says, "Yeah." Well, I came out and she came out. I talked to her for a few minutes. I asked her how you was doing, how her grandma was doing, yada, 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 normal conversation, right? He says, "Yeah." I said, "Well, apparently after I left, she went into Shree's, told straight that I propositioned her." He says, "What's that mean?" I said, "In other words, Chuck, she's saying that I asked her out and all this behind your back. Want to date her and be with her, yada, yada, yada." And I said, "You get my drift now?" I said, "That's what proposition means." And I said, I guess she told her a bunch of bullcrap. And I said, I had to get it all straightened out between me and a friend of mine. So he looks at her and I said, "Like I told you, Chuck, we're no longer friends." I said, "We're no longer, I said, like I told you, we're no longer friends." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'll speak to you, see." I said, "Hey, Chuck, how you doing?" "Doing all right." And I said, "I'll be in the conversation, Chuck. I told you." But I said, for her to do that, I said, that is beyond. I said, I'm a married man. I'm a married man, Chuck. And I said, I'm not going to cheat on my wife. Well, my wife got the whiff the word of it. And I really started like a big ass argument. I mean, between a bunch of us until she found out the truth. Now, I say this happened around 2004. 2003, 2004. Because my dad passed away in 2005. This is how I remember. Because I used to go, I took care of my dad. Then I said, Dad, I'm going to go. I'll go to bed and I'll go over and play cards, whatever, for a couple hours. Till about midnight, 1 o'clock, we used to sit around, play cards, play spades, whatever. Drink tea. Have a good time. No more, no less. But according to Danielle, she got a bunch of stuff started. Well, I said, this is it. I said, from now on, you see me or I see you, you treat me like a stranger, and I'll treat you like a stranger. I don't know you, you don't know me. Chuck said, come on, Jeff, now, you know we've been, I said, I don't care. You put yourself in this position. You allow her to lie on people. You swear to it. And you allow her to do it instead of correcting her. I said, now, far as that goes, I'm still allowed to go in there and see her, see Sheree. Unless she tells me otherwise not to come back around, I won't come back around unless she says something that if she seen me. Go in there and I told Sheree what was going on. I said, Sheree, I'm still a friend. I said, I cannot stop. He cannot come in your apartment. But I said, if she shows up, I'm out. Because I said, I don't want to cause no trouble. She says, no, you stay around. She shows up at my door. There's a peephole there. If you're here, I want you to look through that peephole because Sheree was short. She says she wasn't tall enough to look through the peephole. She says, if it's her, you come over and you whisper, you tell me it's Danielle. She says, I won't answer my door. Black rifle coffee with a little bit of whiskey. Boy, that's rough. But, and then I say, when Sheree moved to Hillsboro, I found out later where she was at. Well, Chuck and I seen Chuck one day down at, it used to be Daddy's, but now it's Save a Lot. I said, hey, I seen him. I said, hey, Chuck, what's going on? He says, you still mad at me? I say, in the way, yeah. In the way, no. I said, you kind of hurt me because as a friend, I said, I used to hang out at your house, get everything out your house, and you know I wouldn't do nothing until you got with her. He says, I'm no longer with her. I said, what do you mean? I said, what do you mean no longer? He said, I divorced her. I said, since when? He says, I divorced her a couple months ago, and he says, I had a son. A son? You got a kid? He says, yeah. I said, who's got the kid? I said, I hope to God you got the kid, not her. Like that. You know. He says, well, I got the kid. Good. Did she get anything when they got divorced? He says, heck no. She didn't get nothing. Because, see, the way it was set up, see, they live in a middle class area. Middle class. So, if anything would happen to his dad, he would have got the house and everything, content, the car and everything. Everything would have been transferred over to him. That's the way it was set up in the will. Okay? I said, I hope that you had her sign what's called prenup. He says, what's a prenup? I said, well, what it is, I said, when you get married to somebody, you sit down and you have her sign that prenup stating that if you get a divorce, she can't touch nothing. She can't touch the house, the content. She can't touch your dad's car, your truck. The only thing she can touch is just her stuff only. Like her clothes. If she brought a dresser, TV, stuff like that. That's what a prenup is. He says, oh. Then he hesitated. He says, he folded his arms like this. Leaned back like this. Oh, yeah, I had that done. I'm thinking to myself, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because why would I have to stand here and explain it to you what a prenup is? The only way I could figure they had a dissolution done. So here about 2.5 years ago, I was over here at Walmart. I know his mom. But I haven't seen his mom in years now. I mean, I probably haven't seen her probably over 20 years or more. Seen him truck over here one day. I was getting out because I was helping a friend move. But anyways, we was over there and got out, and I heard somebody say, hey, Jeff, what you doing? Turned around. I said, kind of stood back, and I said, that's Chuck. Seen this little boy, this woman. She mentioned one word to me, and I knew who it was. She always called me Wimpy or Popeye. I'll gladly pay you next Tuesday for a hamburger today because that's always got when I went to the restaurant was a hamburger. And she called me Wimpy. She said, hey, Wimpy, how you doing? Marilyn, is that you? She says, yeah. I said, oh, my goodness. I said, how you been? I said, I probably have not seen you over 20 years. She said, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. She says, I'm back over Chuck's now, helping him raise a grandson. Grandson? Did you say grandson? Look down. This boy probably wasn't even, you're probably about 2 years old. You're 5. You're close to 2. Look, Chuck, and I said, is that your boy? He says, yeah. And I seen the red hair. Just like Chuck. Chuck's got red hair. Looked down, and I said, yep. I looked down at him. I said, hey, what you doing? Only thing he could do is look and smile at me. Never met me a day in that boy's life. Never met me a day of his life. He says, Chef, how you doing? I said, I'm doing all right. They said, how's Tara doing? What's my sister? I said, she's not good. I said, you know she passed away, right? Do you what? I said, yeah. Martin looked at me. She says, Tara passed away. And I said, yep. I said, she had cancer, lung cancer from smoking. And I said she had to have brain surgery done, yada, yada, yada. I said, I got a thing about 2:30 in the morning from my daughter saying Mom passed away. She says, Jeff, how long she's been gone? I said, going on 2 years. This year makes 4. I said, Dad's gone. Mom's gone. Mary says, your dad died, passed away. And I said, yeah, he passed away in 2005. I said, Dad's been gone for the last 14, 15 years. She says, how long your mom's been gone? I said, Mom's been gone for at least 24 years. At least. She says, Jeff says, that does not seem that long ago. I said, I know. It's sad. I didn't know Chuck's dad passed away until I seen him one day. I passed through Greenfield. I've been up here 7 years. So I was passing through Greenfield one day and I stopped down to Save a Lot and seen Chuck again. He was telling me that his dad passed away. And I said, well, nobody never told me. But Chuck asked me over here at Walmart. He kind of leaned over. He says, you still upset with me? I said, no, Chuck. I said, not now. Not now. Since you got rid of her, not now. But I said, this ain't the best time to talk about it because the little boy's right there. And I don't want him to be hearing the conversation. He don't need to know right now. But when he gets older, and I explained to Chuck, I said, when that boy gets older, when he starts getting into his teen years, he's going to start asking you a bunch of questions. He says, how's come Mom's not around? How's come this? How's come now? Why's the reason why? Why this? Why that? I said, wait till he gets about 8 or 9 years old. And he's going to start asking you a bunch of questions. But you're going to have to wait till he gets a little bit older so he can comprehend what you're telling him. And I said, Chuck, you're going to have, and I was telling him out in the parking lot, I said, you're going to have to sit that boy down and actually explain to him why. But don't make it to where for him to hate her. I said, don't do that, Chuck. It's not fair. Even though she's got some issues, but I said, don't allow that to happen. And we got a ghost up in the auction house. Something just fell. Nobody else in here. You heard that. Nobody else in here. Nobody. Nobody else is inside this auction house. Tina, my girlfriend's in the back. Yeah, there you go, RD. She's back there. She's back that way. Nobody else up here. I ain't running. I'm going to see what it is, though. Oh, I'm all right, RD. Well, I got my laptop up running. But anyways, it was a cop. Let me make sure that front door's locked. Everything's all right. I just went back there, checked on her real quick. The only door And the way I kind of have to kind of worry about is the one in the back here. That way. It's shut, but you can tell it's not shut. Right that far. There's no gaps there. It's as if somebody goes back there and they figure that out. They can go up to this one door, press that button, open up our garage door. They can take everything from the back, my mower, everything, without me even knowing about it or her knowing about it. Well, that's what I used to do. What I used to do is I used to take stuff. Well, there's a door that way. I'm pointing right at it. You go through, there's a refrigerator. There's a door there. Used to when Tim and them, this is where I got the key. When Tim and them showed up, he got the key or they lost the keys. You had to go through this door right here. Sometimes you got to pry it open. Then when we closed it, we didn't close it all the way. We left it. We just like shut it. And it looks like a shut, but there you can see that much. Well, I told Tim one day, I said, Tim, we got to quit doing this. Exactly. So, because I said somebody, especially in the summertime, because we got people. Yes. I used to have a dog here belonged to a friend of mine named Dottie. And what I used to do is when I was back there the last time, this is where I got with Tina. Now I still got the dog. But anyways, it was summertime. And what I used to do every night was I opened that door up. We got a tarp that over here, just probably not even 5 feet this way. Well, that'll be blocked off. Well, what I used to do with her was I let her run. And I told Tim I let her run for a reason. That's why if anybody's out front messing around or anything, she'll bark. Well, I tell you what, if you happen to walk through the door, she'll bark at you. Her bark, it depends on who he was. Her bark was bigger than her bite. I was out here one night and I was going to do it live. Well, I was out here, got everything set up. Well, let me get back here and grab something real quick. Be right back. I tell you what happened one night. Oh, we got one. I got one. It's up there. But anyways, I tell you what happened one night, RD. Better do this live. Well, she had a collar on. Well, I always take the collar off, but her leash is one of those trackable leashes. But I always took the collar off of her so she'll feel better having that thing around her neck because it's been summertime. She'll feel better. Well, I come in this usual spot, got everything set up. Well, I kept watching her. She kept pacing towards that door. Then she'll stop, she'll turn around, come back, and she'll come around here and look at me and pace back and forth. Thinking, what the hell? Then as soon as I open, because there's two doors, got to go through this one door, then the second door goes outside. So I grabbed her leash with that collar, put it on her, make sure it was secured. As soon as I opened that first door up, she went to that second door, she started barking. Well, this before I had guns around here. So the closest thing I could have grabbed that night was a shovel. I had a couple baseball bats, but I wasn't going to walk clear back in here to grab one and then be too late. Well, just for luck, the bowling alley lights don't go up till about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because they're automatic shut-offs and automatic comes on. Well, on that side of the building, you got light. You can see on that side of the building and across the yard before you get to the bowling alley. Well, on this side of the building, where this window is, right? Matter of fact, you see that block up there? That's a window. Well, that's the other side. Well, on this side, it's pitch black. You don't know if somebody's lurking down on this end. And this is where I got my side by side. So I took her out. I let that retractable leash go so far. That's where I could watch which way she's going on that side. Well, I got down in the building, and you never, ever at nighttime around here walk close to this building down to the edge down here, because you don't know what's around that corner. I walk in this guy's yard like almost a half a circle. Now I'm watching her. Well, she sensed something. She started barking, and I was watching which way she was going. Well, there's trees back here. Well, she was barking against that tree. So I hollered. I said, hey, whoever's there, better come out or I'm going to release the dog. Nobody didn't respond. She was aiming that way, just barking and carrying on. So I said again, I'm going to give this my second and final warning. If you don't come out, I'm releasing the dog. No response. Then she turned back to the building. just carrying on the bargain. Okay. So I let her go a little bit further. This like a 25-foot retractable leash. I wanted her to get whoever it was before I got there. Just below, come around the corner right here, see somebody commissioner running up against the building. Running up this way. So I hollered. I said, hey, you better stop or I'm going to release this dog. They kept, they was about right where this window is right here. Well, you probably got another 15, 20 feet before you get to the front. Because you got another window like this and you got a big window right here. So I told him, I said, I'm releasing the dog. Like that. He stops. Now I said, she will bite if you don't stop. So I had to pull her in, lock it. And I told guys, and I stopped him out here. I said, hey, I'm telling you right now. Walk towards that way, towards the bench. Now I said, you sit down on that edge of that bench. Don't sit near that door because I'm going to put her in there. Or I said, she'll bite you. I said, I'm just telling you. And I said, you do as I tell you. And I said, don't you freaking move. So I took my keys out, brought her in to the second door, shut it, took the leash off. Well, the thing went back out. I said, man, what are you doing on this property this time of night? I said, you realize it's after 11 o'clock, right? I said, the only reason why I knew somebody was out here is because that dog was pacing back and forth to let me know there's somebody messing around out here. I said, dude, you're lucky that for one, that you didn't get bit. Number two, you're lucky that you didn't get beaten. Because else I would have beat you. I said, no. I said, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to let you go off this property. I said, I'm going to give you 15 seconds. And you better make the right decision to go towards that way in town. I said, don't go that way. Because I said, if you go that way, because there's other business down through here, then there's a road that goes back and there's houses back there. And I said, that would be a bad decision to make because I said, there's a sheriff, a deputy sheriff that sits up here. And he may not be sitting up there right now. I don't know because I've been out there to tell you. I said, you hit that way, I'm going to have you arrested. If you go towards town, I said, I know how long it takes. Well, if I did that, then he would have made it sound like that I could have got in trouble. Because the only thing he could have said was, well, I was walking down, walking that way, and he had that dog out there loose. Dog bit me on the public road. I could have got in trouble for it. Now, if I had insurance on that dog of his, and that insurance was in my name, then yes, I would have, because the insurance would have covered it. And I said, man, I know how long it takes to walk from here to that gas station. Well, in the road down here and on down. And I said, yeah, it takes about 10 minutes to walk from here to pass community action down here. Approximately 10 minutes walking it. And I said, yes, I'm going to watch. I said, do not come back down to here this time of night. Because I said, next time, you may not be so lucky. I said, this next door neighbor guy will shoot you and ask questions later. I said, I'm just telling you. Yeah, he'll call. Hey, there's Smarty Bob. Welcome in, brother. How are you tonight? But yeah, I said, yeah, he'll call the law and say, hey, I got intruder. Yada, yada, yada. I'm going to give this amount of time for our copy. And I told him, and I said, don't come back down through here this time of night again. So I said, you may not be so lucky. I said, this guy over here, he's a nice guy. But I said, he can also put one in you if he wanted to. He don't want to, but he will. He's all right, man. I said, man, if you was needing something, that's good. Good, Bob. I said, man, was you needing something? Was you needing money, food? What? He says, well, basically, I'm homeless. He said, I haven't eaten a couple of days. So I had some extra food in here. I had bologna and stuff. Hey, Bob, you smoking anything good? So I said, are you hungry? Yeah. Thirsty? Yeah. I said, I tell you what I'm going to do, man. I said, I'm going to help you out a little bit. But you got to promise me one thing. This is what's up. I said, don't move from this spot. I said, now, if a servant house comes down through here and stops in here, you tell him you're waiting on me. Just don't move. Well, he got a little bit paranoid about that. I said, don't worry. I got you. But I said, man, if you showed up earlier when everybody was here, I said, we could have all helped you. Oh, nice, Bob. Nice. I just had some cobblestone black coffee, courtesy of RD. I've been sick. I don't know if you was on here. Now you was on, but I don't know if you heard me. I've been sick over a month. I just close to a month. But the old boy promised me. Come here, fix him 2 sandwiches. I got something up back there, RD. Now thinking about going back there and firing me up a bowl of it. Ah, that's why RD's up kind of late. But he so I got him 2 sandwiches, 2 cans of pop, no 2 bottles of pop. Told him, take it easy on that pop. I said, don't take it all in one setting now. I said, I'm giving you 2 bottles. I said, be fortunate, be lucky. So I sat out there waiting for about a half hour, 45 minutes talking to him. I said, man, you're homeless, right? Yeah. I said, just like on a Thursday night or something. Said, go down here to community action and explain to them that you're homeless. They'll help you. Same here, Bob. Same here. It's just another day to me, Bob. There's actually only 1 or 2 holidays I do. Is Thanksgiving and Christmas. The next holiday is coming up. It's May 12th. Well, May. It's Mother's Day. And it's on a Sunday. But it's the same day as my birthday. See, every so many years, I think it's like every other year or so, that Mother's Day and my birthday is on the same day. Oh, nice, RD. Nice, RD. There's no plans here for me. I'm just going to just be another day. Laying around, watch movies, or do something. Other than that, I ain't going to do nothing. So I don't know if I got any help or not, but tell you the truth, I really don't know. I haven't seen him since then. So I just hope he did. I set my alarms for 10:30 in the morning because I want to get up and get motivated, get started working on that side by side, get it ready. Well, I hope he did, RD. I mean, to where I was raised, it's where, how can I put it? If you're trying to help yourself, I'll help you type person. But if, say like, you don't got no job and you're trying to get a job and you're struggling, out here, I'll say, hey, once you come out here, I'll help you do a little bit of work outside. like weed eating or something. Yeah, I may give you a little bit of money, but I mean, I'll feed you. I mean, I'll take you down to the bowling alley and we'll get a meal. Make sure you eat. But it all depends on how well I know you. You know, if I know, say, like you're a drug addict or, on drugs, whatever, and you need to say, hey, man, I need, I'll just work for a pack of cigarettes or I'll do for some food. Well, what I'll do is I'll go get what you need. That's where I know where that money's going. Now, I know a guy in Greenfield. He'll help anybody out in this world. Nice guy. I know him. But he's the type of guy that he'll go by. You see, like you're at McDonald's, you go up to him and say, man, he always calls them bums. Now, I told him one day, I was in there one day, and he called this guy a bum. And I said, you know what? He says, what? How do you know that guy's a bum? How do you know she's a bum? Well, they're coming up and ask for money. I said, do you know their life story? Do you know why they're asking? Do you know why they're in the position that they're in? Do you know the facts about it? No. Then why do you call him a bum for? If you want to help him out, quit calling him a bum for one. If your job's hiring, tell him, hey, my job's hiring. Come down, fill out an application. Don't give them a no reputation. Have them find somebody put it down for reputation. But say, hey, my job's hiring. Hey, they're hiring here, or hey. But in the meantime, help them out. If you just go up there and give them a McDouble or a McChicken sandwich and a sweet tea, that means more than anything. Exactly, RD. Little bit of kindness goes a long way. But you have to be careful again too with homeless people too, because there's some is living in a nice house, driving a nice car, and they're out here bumming, standing on the street corner. Oh, I've done that before. Because we know a couple of people around here at courthouse. We caught on to them. We've caught on to them. We watched them get into a nice truck, pickup. It wasn't a new one, but it was a nice truck, nice pickup. I knew this guy watched this thing. That reminds me of something. I watched this show about people out here doing this stuff. This guy, he wasn't homeless, but he was so believable. And they finally called the news crews and stuff. All right, Bob. I should still be on. Well, people start watching me. Well, they call a news crews in to investigate him. Nice home, paid for. Nice vehicle, paid for. They said, why are you doing this? Why are you out here doing this? You're taking advantage of people out here that are working class. He says, this is how I pay my bills. He says, everything I got, I own it. All because I stand on the street corner. He said, they asked him on average, how much does he really make a week? He says anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a week. And he admitted that he had money in the bank account. He had his own bank account. Had money in there, saving it. And he says this depends on the day, depends on the week. But he says on average, I'll make anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a week, depending. If that. Sometimes I'll make $600, $700. Think about that. So you have to be careful how, things work. And then it actually makes these actual people that are actually homeless look bad. But then again, you don't know the circumstances, their story of why they're homeless. But then again, you have to watch and be careful. You got to know who's legit and who ain't legit. Now, I know several homeless people right now. I know one guy I knew my whole life. He's homeless. He draws a check. SSI. He's got a payee. That's the only thing that's saving him from losing his check. The last time I've been told, he's living down here at the trailer park just right down the road from me, probably about 5 minutes down the road. Living in an abandoned trailer down there. I used to send him around. Now, I haven't seen him for the last couple of months until here the other day. We passed him. Me and a buddy of mine, he says, Jeff. I said, what? He said, is that Ralph guy? And I looked. I said, yep. That's old Ralph Taylor. So he's living on that end of town somewhere, towards that way. Somewhere close. See, there's a city councilman up here, it's a council member. He wants to get rid of all the homeless out of the courthouse. In other words, if they see him, arrest him. Well, that gave him backlash. Well, instead of arresting them, let them come to your house. Let them live in your garage. Let them live in your 2-story house, Joe. That was No, it was John. His name's John. Hey, John, let them come in your house and live. You won't get them off the streets? Let them come in your house. Put them up in your garage. Put them up in your house. Oh, no, no, no. We got two places here in the courthouse that community action helps the homeless, but there's two places they can put them in permanently. One out here on 22 where I used to live, and one here in town. And they even got a shelter for women. But the only thing about that is, with the women's shelter, us men can walk past the house on the sidewalk, but we're not allowed to go up on the property, or we can be arrested. Now, like Tina, say like I drove my side by side up there, she can get out and go up in there and drop stuff off because she's a female. But I can't. Now, as long as I'm out there in my side by side or on that sidewalk, I'm good. As long as I don't walk up them steps on the property. Well, much as I hate to do it, I'm going to call quits for tonight, guys. It's 2:06 in the morning. I got to get up and get this stuff done. Plus, I haven't really ate yet today. So I'm going to get off here, get me something to eat, something to drink. And I'm going to crash. Y'all, today is Good Friday. Y'all be safe, be well. Remember what Easter's really is for. Thanks for joining me for the last 2.5 hours. I might come on tonight. I don't know. I might come on this afternoon, depending on, because they got to come here and back up. And depends on how long they're here. So y'all be safe, be well. This is the high Mafia piper. Keep him lit, keep the embers burning.